You are going to learn how to read the structure drawings for the retaining wall and how to build a simple retaining wall, so be sure to watch this video till the end. Let's first clearly understand what a retaining wall means. So this is a retaining wall. It's a wall designed to retain or hold back any material, usually earth, and prevents it from sliding or eroding away. For example, this is a retaining wall. It prevents this soil from falling here in the compound. Let me show you a simple, cheaper, and one of the strongest ways of building a durable retaining wall in just 4 easy steps. The first step is to excavate a trench along where the wall will pass. For example, if you want your retaining wall to pass here, simply excavate a trench that is 1.4 meters deep and 800 millimeters wide. The second step is to raise 2 columns at the extreme ends where the wall starts from and where it ends from. Therefore, if your retaining wall starts from here, we position column 1 here and another column here. Then if your retaining wall is changing direction, we position column 1 here, another column here, and another column here, among other columns depending on where your wall stops. The third step is to cast concrete at the bottom here. The drawing tells that this base for the retaining wall bars is 200 mm thick and 800 mm wide. So we cast 200 mm thick concrete in the trench and also 800 mm wide. This concrete is of mixed ratio 1:2:4, that is 1 part of cement, 2 parts of sand and 4 parts of aggregates. After casting concrete in this trench here, tie a building line or string from one column to another, marking the center line of the wall. Following the string, push these yellow bars in the concrete when it's still wet along the line. Tie pieces of 4x2 timber along the string. We tie these steel bars with binding wire on the 4x2 timber to ensure that these steel bars remain vertical and straight until this concrete sets. The drawing directs us to use steel bars of H12. H12 means the bar thickness, that is 12 mm. The drawing directs us to use steel bars with H12, that is the bar thickness. Therefore, our steel bars are of 12 mm bar thickness with bar code 27. Bar mark or the bar code helps us to know where our steel bars start and end from, with 1 steel bar per hole. Therefore, since our hollow blocks have 2 holes, we shall use 2 steel bars per 1 hollow block. The fourth step is to raise the walls. After the concrete in the base has set properly, remove all timber pieces and raise 2 walls. This one and this one. These are solid concrete blocks and these are hollow blocks. Raise them to your favorite height. It entirely depends on the height of the soil you are trying to retain. Then these hollow blocks will be filled with concrete of class 20 in these holes. After raising this wall, we plaster this outside part and apply bituminous-based waterproofing membrane. The solid concrete blocks join to the columns, and then these steel bars are also set slightly off the columns about 25 mm, such that when these hollow blocks are filled in here, there is a gap or space between hollow blocks and solid blocks to make a cavity wall. In summary, when building retaining walls, we use solid concrete blocks or clay bricks on one side and then hollow blocks on the other side. We use H12 steel bars with 1 steel bar for each hole as a cavity wall, leaving a small gap in the middle here. The pit is 1.4 meters deep. The drawing directs us to fill these hollow blocks with concrete of class 20 for every course that you finish. Therefore, for every course that you finish, cast concrete in these holes. We use normal hoop iron to reinforce the solid concrete blocks on this side. We place hoop iron horizontally after every 3 courses, whereas for these hollow blocks, we tie a 10 mm steel bar horizontally to act as a reinforcement after every 3 courses. That's the end of this video about retaining walls. I hope you get something from it. That's also the end of our series of videos about how to read structured drawings from blueprints on paper to physical reality. In case you missed any of our videos, watch this full playlist of videos from start to finish with full in-depth on how to read or understand structured drawing. Thank you so much for watching till the end.